So sometimes in life you can have moments where it feels almost as if like you've lost control of things in your life, or that you've lost your sense of self. And I think sometimes we can see that as quite a negative or a disconcerting thing. But sometimes this act or this space where you feel like you've lost yourself, or you've lost control of your everyday, and you feel really overwhelmed, and you feel like things are chaotic and you're just not making sense of anything. Sometimes it's because you have been living so out of alignment with yourself and so out of a space of replenishment that sometimes things kind of look a bit like they've crumbled around you, because it's kind of your body emotionally and physically telling you that you're at your limit. And so it sometimes pushes circumstances, routines, people out of our life, because it's almost like it pushes the pause button, because you're refusing to do that and you need to take that reflective time and space. So losing your sense of self, which is quite a popular term on social media, you're not really losing yourself. It's really an invitation to come back to yourself and to think about what you need. And it might be as simple as you're experiencing burnout and you need proper sleep and you really need to look after yourself, or you're giving away too much energy to other people and you need to put that back into yourself. And life sometimes has a way of forcing you to take a pause, like whether that means that you're ill, or that it pushes circumstances out of your life. It means things have to hit the pause button. You might not have as much social invitation for a time. It might make family relationships or romantic relationships pause or stop or end, because sometimes things have to align to make sure that you take that breathing space. So sometimes this idea of losing yourself actually is more just a reminder to yourself to come back, take a moment to reflect, what do I need? So for me, I'm on annual leave this week, and in the past I would have pushed to do lots of things and do, make the most out of my time. But weirdly, I've hit the pause button this week and everything has kind of come at me. Emotionally, I feel quite, I feel like I've opened the floodgates a little bit emotionally, and I feel like I'm in a position where I need to focus more on myself, because I've given a lot to work and a lot to other people, and essentially just my cup is empty at the moment. And so it's an invitation for me to spend this week thinking, what do I need going forward? How do I keep my energy as high as possible? How do I keep myself healthy? And how do I keep myself happy for the rest of the year? And then I can look forward to what's going to happen next year. But I think sometimes we run on empty for so long, we just take that for granted, that that's just our natural state. For example, I've had eye twitches on this eye for the past 4 weeks, which means that my stress has been really high. My sleep has been terrible. My diet's been terrible. And this year has been really intense on me. I've kind of been running on empty for most of this year. And it's just a reminder that sometimes like life might say to you, now you're in this pause moment, we're putting you in this pause moment to really reflect on what you need. And that's a healthy and happy thing, not something to be petrified of, or something to be sad about. Sometimes kind of opening your emotional landscape, opening your mind up to consider what do I need and what's going to really help me is something that you need to do. And sometimes for me, I've never found time to do it. There's always been something else I need to do, someone else I need to go and spend time with. So I feel like this week has kind of been gifted to me to make sure that I have nothing else to do but to focus on those things, how to kind of clear my space at home, how to clear and declutter my mind, how to focus on what I really need, and to kind of slowly repair my routine. So sometimes if you're experiencing anything like me, where you kind of feel like you've had moments where you've lost yourself or your routine, or you just feel out of control, it might be because the universe is asking you to pause where you're at, because everything's a bit chaotic, and to really take some time to think, why do I feel that way? And what is my current circumstances? What are they trying to tell me? Is it that I need to slow down? Is it that I need to invest in me? Is it that I need to cut off kind of dead weight? And do I need to go inwards for a little bit? Do I need to people please less? Do I need to set boundaries? Do I need to really think about my routine, and instead of giving myself 105 things to tick off my list, how about I just start with something small, like more consistent meals, or a better sleep time, or putting my phone away? How can I fill my cup back up? Because clearly, if you are feeling ill, or you have physical symptoms like you have indigestion, or you have eye twitches, or you have bad sleep, your body is sending a signal that it is way past the point of nearly burnout, and it's hitting the emergency brakes pretty soon. And so sometimes having that breather is necessary. It's not self-indulgent to say, what do I need for myself? You need to take that time, because sometimes the universe will conspire to give you that time if you refuse to listen. And for some people, in some circumstances, they've had way worse physical symptoms as kind of their wake-up call. So never underestimate the power of having your body try and tell you what it needs to tell you. And if you need to take time, like for example for me, with my annual leave, I really wanted to achieve a lot, but now I'm happy to just take this as a reset, build up a routine again from scratch, repair myself, and then hopefully go into the next phase of this year feeling a lot happier and healthier.